This is your WLAK Daily News Roundup for Lake Air, 107.5 FM and 1260 AM in Amory.
Civic Media News. I'm Terry Bell. Here's what Wisconsin needs to know. Wisconsin businesses suffering losses due to the warm, dry winter can apply for federal disaster loans. The U.S. Small Business Administration says its disaster coverage will extend to businesses hurt by the lack of winter weather this season. Businesses that cater to outdoor recreation are especially hard hit. Eric Hovde is officially in the race for U.S. Senate. He made his campaign announcement yesterday on social media.
Our country is facing enormous challenges. Our economy, our healthcare, crime, and open borders. Everything is going in the wrong direction. All Washington does is divide us and talk about who's to blame.
Wisconsin is a key swing state, and the winner here could decide the balance of power in the Senate. A Republican prosecutor is asking the Wisconsin Supreme Court to rule on the state's abortion law. Sheboygan County District Attorney Joel Ermansky is appealing a Madison judge's ruling that Wisconsin's law bans feticide but not elective abortion. Ermansky says he wants the High Court to take the case directly. Wisconsin State Senate Republicans are firing 4 more of Governor Evers' appointees. Democratic Senator Mark Spreitzer.
Governor Evers is still the governor, and he'll still be the governor next session. It's been 5 years, and I'm still waiting for all of you to get used to that.
Yesterday's firings include former Lieutenant Governor Barbara Lawton from the UW Hospitals and Clinics Board and Todd Ames from the Natural Resources Board. A proposed constitutional amendment would stop Wisconsin governors from raising taxes or fees on their own. The last straw for Republicans was when Governor Evers used his line-item veto to raise school spending for 400 years. Yesterday's vote in the Assembly was the first step in the plan. It needs to pass the legislature again next year, then go to a statewide referendum. Republicans are trying again to cut state income taxes by $2 billion. The state Senate passed a package yesterday that lowers taxes on people earning as much as $150,000 a year. Senate Republican Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu.
We still have over $3 billion surplus in Wisconsin that's just sitting there earning interest. It's the taxpayers' money. It's time to give that money back.
Governor Evers vetoed 2 Republican tax cuts last year. The University of Wisconsin in Madison must now accept all high school graduates from the state who finish in the top 5% of their class. All other state universities have to admit grads in the top 10%. It's part of the deal for state money in exchange for diversity program cuts. Governor Evers signed the bill yesterday. I'm Terry Bell, Civic Media News. Now, here's what you need to know closer to home.
For WLAK News, I'm James Kelly. The city of Duluth is asking for public input on its Central High School redevelopment project. The city is currently undertaking an environmental impact review for the project, covering different building plans for the area. One potential plan would include a business park with some industrial and warehouse space, and another would make the area a combination of residential and commercial mixed-use space. Information on the plans is available online, and residents can share their written comments with the city by March 21st. A new welding building is being constructed at Lake Superior College. According to a Northern News Now report, the $10 million project is about 2 months into construction and will feature 2 floors for welding, machine tools, robotics, and prototype studios. Officials say they're excited to bring the welding students who currently operate out of the school's downtown location back to the main campus. The project is expected to be complete by December 2024 and ready for the following spring semester. A man was killed after being hit by a vehicle in Duluth on Tuesday afternoon. According to law enforcement authorities, the accident occurred around 3:20 on Tuesday afternoon near West Skyline Parkway and West 5th Street. Police officials say the man was walking when he was hit by a car traveling west. He was taken to a local hospital where he later died from his injuries. Officials also say the driver of the car showed no signs of impairment, and the identification of the victim is pending family notification. The search for an 86-year-old man in Pine County who had been missing since January has been called off. According to the Pine County Sheriff's Office, search crews found the remains of Gerald Knapp on Tuesday morning with the help of drone search images in the Namaji State Forest. Knapp's car was found on February 1st, and over the weekend, his friends and family organized a large search party in hopes of finding him. Knapp lived with dementia and was reportedly going to his favorite diner when he went missing. Wisconsin Governor Tony Evers has announced a new federal disaster loan program to help Wisconsin businesses impacted by the unusually warm winter. According to a press release, businesses can apply for U.S. Small Business Administration's Economic Impact Disaster Loans, which allows them to borrow up to $2 million to cover their actual losses. The loans would have no interest for the first year and a maximum interest rate of 4% for the rest of the term. Applications can be submitted on the SBA website. A number of Duluth faith organizations joined forces over the weekend for a fundraiser. According to a Northern News Now report, the Twin Ports Interfaith Fundraiser for Palestine sold out their event on Sunday, which featured a dinner and informational gallery on the conflict in Gaza. The packed event raised about $20,000, which will go towards an organization called the Palestinian Red Crescent. The organization is one of the only few that is providing humanitarian aid on the ground in Gaza. A Duluth man has been arrested for possessing multiple illegal drugs, including 1 kilogram of fentanyl. The Lake Superior Violent Offender Task Force made the arrest just before 6 a.m. on Monday, taking 43-year-old Deontay Shields into custody. Officers allegedly found over $33,000 in cash and multiple fake IDs. Police then executed a search warrant at Shields' home in the Duluth Heights neighborhood and allegedly found a kilogram of fentanyl, crack cocaine, methamphetamine, and a loaded pistol. Spirit Mountain Recreation Area will be offering discounts this week for its Spirit Loves Duluth Days. Anyone who can provide proof of Duluth residency will be offered $5 lift tickets, Nordic passes, rentals, and tubing on Thursday and Sunday this week. In addition to the discounts, Spirit Mountain will also hold free lessons for skiers and snowboarders who don't have much experience. The discounts will be available from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Thursday and from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday. Reservations can be made online. And that's what you need to know. For WLAK News, I'm James Kelly.
It is going to be mostly sunny today. It's going to be mild again, too, with a high of 49 this afternoon. The wind out of the west at 5 to 10. Tonight, mostly cloudy, 30. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 50. Friday, sunny and cooler, 35, but we're going to bounce back into the 50s by the weekend. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable. Temperature now, 30.
The Badgers get past Maryland. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. Wisconsin had the lead, but Maryland closed the gap in the final minutes. The Badgers getting the win, 74-70, thanks to Wisconsin's Max Klesman at the foul line.
One more free throw for Klesman. Eyes the rim. He'll send it. Good night. He hit them both, 74-70, and the Badgers win by 4.
The final 74-70, thanks to efficient shots from the foul line, 28 of 31. Green Bay Packer A.J. Dillon was at the game, courtside.
Hey, it's been awesome. It's always great coming down to Madtown. My wife is an alum. My sister-in-law is a cheerleader. So we're repping Wisconsin cheerleading and the basketball team today. It's great to come down and show support.
David Bakhtiari says the knee is doing great after his latest surgery and thanked his doctor Brian Cole on Twitter. Cole, a Chicago-based surgeon. NBA, no one was more surprised the Bucks were firing Adrian Griffin last month than his replacement, Doc Rivers, who was on SiriusXM.
To be honest, I told our owners when they called, I said, I don't understand why you're doing this. And they said, one of the things they said was, well, it doesn't matter. We've done it now, and we want you. That's where you had the hesitation.
That's Bucks head coach Doc Rivers. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
I'm Pete with the 60-second Showbiz Beat. The New York Post says actor Sylvester Stallone said he had to undergo 7 surgeries after a stunt while shooting The Expendables. Now 77, Stallone says he fractured his neck while filming a fight scene with former wrestler Steve Stone Cold Austin in 2010. The Rocky star advises actors not to do their own stunts. The good news is the actor who created Rocky can still work. The bad news is it won't keep him from doing season 2 of Tulsa King. In a related but not quite as painful story, Madonna took a tumble during her Seattle concert. A dancer was pulling her in a chair and appeared to stumble, sending the pop icon to the deck. Madonna appeared to be okay and went on with the show like a true professional. The dancer laughed nervously and immediately started looking for work in his head. Actress Linda Hamilton says it feels surreal being part of the Stranger Things cast for Season 5. Yahoo News reports that the 67-year-old actress says she is a huge fan of the show set in the 80s, and it does not seem real now that she is officially part of it, saying at times during shooting she suffers from imposter syndrome. Hamilton's breakout role of Sarah Connor came in The Terminator in 1984. Stranger Things Season 5 will drop sometime in 2025. Netflix has done it again. The network took yet another show that was already a success and made it even more popular. This Is Us was added to the streaming app January 8th. Between Netflix and Hulu, between January 15th and 21st, the show was viewed for over 900 million minutes and cracked the Nielsen top 10. I wish I had the patience to wait until every show came to one app instead of shelling out $4,000 a month for all the streaming apps so I can watch immediately. Beyonce, a country music star? Yes, indeed. And if that weren't enough, the genre-hopping singer has the #1 song on the country charts called Texas Hold'em. Variety reports that this is the first time a black woman has topped the country music charts, and according to Billboard, she is the only black woman ever to hit #1 on both country and the hot R&B hip-hop charts. Other artists who have achieved that feat are Justin Bieber, Billy Ray Cyrus, and Ray Charles. Kinda cool. Fans of the Gilmore Girls have flocked to Amazon to pre-order a copy of The Third Gilmore by Kelly Bishop, who played Emily Gilmore, the family matriarch. She's written a book about her experiences that promises never-before-heard stories. The Gilmore Girls helped put the WB network on the map and helped Bishop move from Broadway to TV. For more showbiz fun, tune in to Nightlight with me, Pete Schwaba, every night between 7 and 9 p.m. on the Civic Media Radio Network.
That's your WLAK Daily News Roundup from Civic Media. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts. Find more news at lakeair.radio.